Every country has its own president in many years of term depending on how the president can handle the country. Good day everyone. This is Charmiho Piangan and I am here to discuss to you President Cory Aquino's speech before the US Congress in September 18, 1986. But before that, let's have an idea first about who she is. President Cory Aquino was born in January 25, 1933 in Tarlac as Maria Corazon Cory Sumulong Cojuangco Aquino. She was the 11th president in Philippines and also the first female president in Asia. She is the widow of late Benigno Nonoy Aquino Jr., the youngest governor to be elected in the Philippines and the youngest member of the Philippine Senate during that time. She is the mother of President Benigno Aquino III. Her presidency spanned for 6 years from February 25, 1986 to June 30, 1992 and was died on August 1, 2009 due to colorectal cancer. When former President Corazon Aquino spoke before a joint session of the United States Congress in September of 1986, the dust was only beginning to settle. It was his first visit to America since the dictator Ferdinand Marcos had been deposed in February of the same year, and the Philippines was reckoning with everything his administration had inflicted. That included $26 billion in total debt and a communist insurgency that grew throughout the Marcos era from 500 armed guerrillas to 6,000. We were just at the start of a long road recovery. So Aquino lodged an appeal for help. Addressing the House, she delivered a historic speech that managed to sway in our favor to vote for an emergency $200 million aid appropriation. In the moving speech penned by her speechwriter Teddy Lacson Jr., Aquino defended her reconciliatory stand on the communist insurgency, a sensitive issue in the US given that this was 1986, and asked for financial aid towards rebuilding the Philippine economy. In the speech she gives, "We fought for honor, and if only for honor, we shall pay." Agreeing to pay the debt that was stolen by Marcos, she emphasized that the fight that they started was not wasted and it was not a nonsense one. That day, the Filipinos put up a good fight against the administration. And yet, should we have to wring the payments from the sweat of our men's faces and sink all the wealth piled up by the bondsman 250 years of unrequited toil? Aquino continued. The speech was impassioned, deeply personal and effective, interrupted 11 times by applause and bookended with standing ovations. House Speaker Tip O'Neill called it the finest speech he ever heard in his 34 years in Congress. Senate Majority Leader Robert Dole told her that Cory hit a home run. And House Minority Whip Trent Lott said that the emotion of the moment saved the day. It will go down in the annals of our history as one of the former president's finest speech. Cory Aquino became a symbol for democracy which empowered a politically disenfranchised people. Then, Cory became the first Filipina to be sworn in the highest position of the Philippine government. That would be all. Thank you for listening.